Okay, it's mooncake season, so that means I have to make a ton of mooncakes and send them out to relatives and friends so that they can wish me good luck and so that they can also give me more lucky New Year's money. And I'm not doing this because I'm poor, nor am I doing this because I'm greedy. I'm doing this because I'm poor and greedy. And that's the truth right there. So today we're not gonna make any regular mooncake. We're gonna make it extra, cause I'm extra and I'm also not a schmuck. So let's make one of my favorite mooncake, a lotus mooncake. But let's make it more sophisticated, a black lotus mooncake. This recipe is really easy, but it just takes some time, like 3 hours to chill for the dough and for the filling to chill. As always, recipe in the captions below, and at the end of this video, there will be a quick montage on how to make it. So if you want to skip this part of the video and go to that montage, go right ahead. All right, let's make it. In this container, I've soaked a cup of lotus seeds in 2 cups of warm water, and they have doubled in size, so now I have about 2 cups of lotus seeds and about 1 cup of soaking water. Alright, so what you want to do next is you want to split them in half to make sure that there's no little sprout inside. Alright, this is what a sprout looks like, and by removing the sprout, you're ensuring that your lotus paste will not be bitter. After you have desprouted all of your lotus seeds and checked them and split them in half, you want to pour them into a small little pot and boil them on a high heat for about 45 minutes or until they become mushy. And when you boil them, you don't want to throw away the soaking water. You want to boil your lotus seeds in the soaking water and add about 1/4 to 1/2 cup of water as well. Alright, Alright, I almost forgot, but before you boil your lotus seeds, you want to add in some black sesame paste so it boils into a really deep and rich dark color. I'm going to add in about 1/2 cup of water and boil them on medium. Alright, so the next part of this recipe is to make your mooncake skin. But this is my glutinous rice flour, starch, regular rice flour, sugar, and my almond extract. I think this is sort of a wild card, but I think almond extract, lotus, and sesame go so well together. So just add a couple drops in. This is really strong, so you don't want to go overboard with it. Now mix. After you're done mixing, you want to add in your oil and then mix until it's super well combined. Now I'm going to microwave it for 5 minutes or until it's finished cooking. And normally, from all the recipes that I know, people usually steam it. But I'm going to be honest, I cannot be bothered enough to take out a whole ass steamer, boil some water, and then put it in and then steam it for literally 30 minutes. Which is why I'm just going to microwave it for 5 minutes. It turns out better, it's quicker, it's way easier, so just do what I told you. And people who tell you to steam it, they are a liar and they're wasting their time. I said what I said. No, I'm just kidding. I just don't really like steaming. And I cannot be bothered for that. I am unbothered and will remain unbothered. Get it? Because that is my logo, my slogan, my catchphrase for my adventuring/vlog channel. I'll link it up there so that you can check it out. You should definitely subscribe and watch it because I'm pretty great at that. I'm pretty funny at vlogging and adventuring and everything that I do. I'm mostly lonely on that channel. Okay, out to the microwave it goes! My mooncake skin has finished cooking. Now I'm just going to set it aside and let it cool because it's really hot to handle. While I let my mooncake skin cool down, my lotus seeds have finished cooking and I set it aside to let it cool. And you know when it's done cooking, when you could squish it between your fingers really easily. Alright, I'm going to add in 1/2 cup of white sugar in. You can definitely add more, you can definitely add less. I'm only adding 1/2 cup because I don't want it too sweet. Alright, now I'm going to use an immersion blender to blend it up until it becomes a paste. So after blending, it should look like this, a really loose paste that's sort of muddy in color. But trust me, if you try it right now, it tastes amazing. So now I'm just going to condense it by boiling all the water out until it becomes a really thick paste that can be shaped into a ball. Alright, so my black lotus paste has finished condensing, and it's so pretty. I tasted it, and it tasted so good. It was a very complex, sophisticated, earthy, sweet taste. Alright, so now that my mochi skin, or mooncake skin, has cooled down, it's time to knead it. There's a little bit of oil on top, but you gotta knead it until it becomes really glossy and that there's no oil leaking out. And then after you're done kneading it, you want to wrap it up in plastic wrap and then put it into the refrigerator to let it sit there for at least 1 hour or until it's completely cooled down. Time to start kneading. If you knead it well enough, it will become really shiny and really homogeneous like this. Look, aren't you proud of me? I sort of made a sperm. How weird. Ooh. Okay, after you're done with that, just put it in plastic wrap and let it chill for at least 1 hour. I'm gonna chill it until it's the next day, and tomorrow's gonna be assembly day. I'll see you guys then. Now it's assembly time. For assembly, you don't have to be super precise, but I'm just using a scale for reference. I usually do about 45 grams to 50 grams of mooncake skin to 50 grams of filling. So it's like about a 1-to-1 ratio. Okay, to make the wrapper for the mooncake, with the skin, you can use a rolling pin to roll it all out, but I don't prefer using rolling pin because I have a secret technique, and also because rolling pin's sort of clumsy for me. My secret trick is with the heel of your thumb. You want to press into the middle of the skin, so it creates like about uneven craters and hills. So by craters, like the skin is going to be thinner at some parts and the skin will be thicker at some parts for the hills. But you just want to do that. And then you want to make your mooncake skin pretty thin overall and shape it into like a pretty even circle. But by doing this technique, it'll create a really pretty, really cool speckled mooncake skin. Overall, I would say the skin has to be about 1/8 to about 1/6 of an inch. Now, with your shaped filling, just put it into the middle, and I'll just wrap it around. And obviously, there will be like some folds, right? So you just want to squeeze them out. And it's fine if your wrapper is not completely even when you cut into it. No one's gonna care. And normally people would coat their mooncake with starch or roasted rice flour before they shape it. But because my mooncake skin is pretty oily and I'm using a plastic sort of non-stick mold, it should work out pretty fine. All right, seam side down, put the mold on top, and then press. And you're done. Alright, after you finish molding them, you want to put them in the fridge to chill for an hour. And then when you're ready to eat, just take them out for 5 minutes and then cut into them. And before I eat it, recipe and ingredients in the comment section down below, and now let's cut to a montage. Split soaked lotus kernels in half to remove the sprout. Add the seeds and soaking water in a pot, then add in water and tablespoons of black sesame paste. Boil for 45 minutes and add the sugar. Blend it all together and condense it in a pan. The paste is done when it can hold its shape easily. In a separate bowl with milk, add in the rice flour, starch, sugar, almond extract, and oil, then mix. Cover with plastic wrap and microwave for 5 minutes. Let the mochi cool down, then knead for 5 minutes or until it is smooth. Knead it into a thin rectangle and cover with plastic wrap. Let it chill for at least 1 hour or until it can be easily molded. Should feel like a malleable plastic. If not, let it chill longer. Next, shape the mochi and filling into balls. Press the mochi balls into a thin wrapper with thin valleys and thick hills, and put the filling in. Squeeze and twist to remove the excess wrapper. It should be in the shape of the ball, then press it into the mold and shape. Done, and enjoy. As always, recipe in the comment section down below. This one has already chilled inside room temperature for 5 minutes, and now it's finally time to taste. I'm so excited. The black sesame, almond extract, and lotus paste pair so well. With tea, this would be hella bomb. This is so good. I'm actually not supposed to be eating a full mooncake because they're pretty high in dense in calories and they're meant to be shared. But oh, that's so good. I can't stop. You definitely need to make this at home. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. In the comment section down below, please tell me if this recipe sounds amazing or if it sounds absolutely disgusting. Or even if I'm gonna get attacked by a mob of old Chinese men because I may be breaking tradition. I don't know. I don't want to get hurt. And most importantly, remember to stay unbothered. Bye!